Mark, I want to get in this important story with Buzzfeed. You know better than anyone. You've been covering this for a long time and really breaking it down as well or better than anyone in terms of the legal and political matters here of the whole Mueller probe. But Buzzfeed has this screaming headline a few nights ago that alleges that they've confirmed somehow that they've got evidence that the President of the United States directed Michael Cohen to lie. And then, of course, you've got CNN and Democratic lawmakers saying it's going to lead to impeachment. But the special counsel jumped in a rare move, Mark, as you know, and said this is simply not true. What does all this mean?
You know, BuzzFeed misreported, and there's been misreporting since, in my opinion. The Washington Post just came out with a piece, more leaks, and including from had to be the special counsel's office, saying why they waited over there at the special counsel's office for 24 hours to correct this. Let me tell you what happened, in my opinion. Everybody thought this was a John Dean moment with Michael Cohen. Even a number of our friends, my friends, their meltdowns. And I got on the radio and said, slow down. These two guys are not believable. This whole story's not believable. Now, look, here's the deal. There are two BuzzFeed reporters, so-called. They pointed their fingers directly at the special counsel's office as the source of the leak. They said, two anonymous law enforcement officials who've seen the document. Well, who would they be? They would have to be in Mueller's office because there aren't any other law enforcement officials who would see this stuff. They don't hand it out and start shipping it around. So what happened? I got on the radio at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and I pounded away as a former chief of staff to an attorney general and told Whitaker and Rosenstein, you must launch a leak investigation into Mueller's office. If these reporters are accurate, and they're not, but if they're accurate, you must find out who caused this leak. These are felonies. And they've pointed to the special counsel's office. I am telling you the way this works. These guys figured out that there could be a leak investigation, and even if the BuzzFeed story was false, once that investigation starts, just like their own, you don't know where it ends. So let me give you a quick example. You have two FBI agents typically. They come in, they sit down with Andrew Weissman, and they say, have you ever talked to the media? What media outlets have you talked to? What reporters have you talked under penalty of false statements and being prosecuted, which is what they use against their own targets? That's why they issued the statement. That's why they waited 24 hours. That's why they've never done it before, because they've never had reporters who are so sloppy, even in their lies, as to point back to the special counsel's office. I hear all this nonsense and speculation on TV that Mueller's a good guy, that Mueller did a good thing, that Mueller deserves credit. He deserves nothing. This was self-defense. They did not want the Department of Justice to trigger a leak investigation that would lead to all their other leaks, where all these different prosecutors and FBI agents would be put on the record under oath.
It's a very interesting point. We've heard a lot of people, I've said it myself, maybe this is Bob Mueller's team trying to preserve the veneer of integrity. You're saying they're covering their tracks with this.
They did not want a leak investigation. And these two knuckleheads with BuzzFeed, they would have caused a leak investigation over there at the special counsel's office by the Department of Justice. There would have been no choice. They already met the threshold. They said, I mean, when you read this, the story.
Knuckleheads, miscreants, shriekers. Mark Levin, the great one, called them all out. We appreciate you coming in.
Thank you for your time, sir.
God bless.
We appreciate it.
Thanks.
Great stuff. You know, you can always count on him for a
He's honest.
straightforward
He's honest, and I consider him the smartest man in the biz, so I'm glad we had him on.
Yes.